So for toddler music CD series, because I didn't choose this one in my actual simulation. However, when I look back into project details, this one is actually very profitable, and I think that I should have chosen this one instead. So the reason why I didn't choose it earlier because I chose projects by divisions, and because this division focus on licensing, and because I want to focus more about production and retails, so I didn't choose this one, and I think I have some budget constraint on that year, and I also wanted to save some money for the from from the for the future years to invest. So I didn't choose this one, but let's see how this one goes if I had chosen this. So it has an NPV of 6.62. It is not um, it is not very promising, but it still has an IRR of 104.76%, which most number doesn't have this amount, and it has a PR of 20.85, and the thing about licensing is that they don't have a depreciations, and oftentimes they will create a lot of values because you don't have to because they didn't cost that much. As you can see in here in the lifetime project cost, it is only 1.03. So because licensing doesn't cost much, but they but they get a lot of returns. So if I had another choice to run this simulation, I would choose this one instead. And the last project I want to discuss about is the new doll film DVD. So I chose this one, even though it is still a licensing, but I chose this one because I think it will boost my other projects like the Match My Doll clothing line and Match My Doll expansion. So I think it will helps with marketing for my other projects. So that's why I chose the film DVD, and this project shows a lot of promising, and there's only one number in here that caught my eyes that it would makes this projects very risky. It is the PI of negative 3.89. So oftentimes we usually not choose any projects that has a PI of less than 1.0. So this one is a negative number. So we usually discard this one. However, because I have done this simulation several times and I knew that this project is actually very good, so that's why I chose this project. And and also because it shows a very high IRR, so that's why I chose this one. So last but not least, let's go into project updates and review one more time. So these are the projects I chose for 2009, and I invested a lot of money in 2009 because that's the base year, and from that one on in 2010 I only chose two projects because I want to save some money for in 2011, and because in 2010 there were not many projects that caught my attention, so that's why I want to save some of my budget for 2011. And like you can see in here, I chose a lot of other things like in 2011, like expansions. Like from 2009 I have Match My Dog clothing line, so when there's a new project that helps with expanding the previous projects, I chose it so I can, because this one shows a very profitable, as it is updated in this one in 2009. So that's why I chose the expansion for 2011. So that's just some of the things that I also use for my decisions. So all in all, my company got an APV of 678.81, and I focused upon production and retails. Um, Even though the cash flow from licensing division they still consider the most. It is because the licensing they like I said earlier, licensings they don't cost that much, but they gain more. And I because I want to, and another reason why I chose um, production and retails on top of besides licensing is that I can use the previous years, or like I can use my own investment in previous years. Because I have already invested in production, I can reuse those production lines for future products or future projects. So that's why I want to focus upon that one. And for licensing, I would have to focus more upon marketing, and that's why I didn't choose many projects that just focus on licensing. So let's take another look at like project updates. So this will shows. So this projects will just help with giving an overview. So what I got from this capital budgeting simulation is that it doesn't matter which one would make the most. It matters more if we look into the income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement, and compare them with each other. And we have a specific strategies. Like for me, it is about production and retails. So it should be consistent to one another. And like I said, because I have to choose between many projects and with a limited budget, and among them there are projects that have an expansion nature or a replacement nature, or just like they have to make me choose between choosing a mutually exclusive projects or independent projects. So when we take all of the things in mind and look at the number and compare them, I think that this simulation is very good, and we just have to be consistent about what we are going to do, and we should also have a set of goals in mind of what the APV we want the company to have to fit with the um, the decisions we are making. So my name is Nick. This is my capital budgeting simulation analysis. Thank you for listening.